This is a brief demo of the music system. This was an add-on from Processor Technology for the Altair, and it requires the addition of a very small bit of hardware, namely 2 capacitors and a resistor. The music quality is pretty good, it's polyphonic, and as you will see, sounds alright, as I will shortly demonstrate. First thing I have to do is go into the configuration menu and set the throttle delay to 12, otherwise the auto throttle code gives it a strange vibrato sound. I press aux1 down and it says running music system, and on the other terminal I should see, there it is. No, actually that's a memory size. Yeah, that's Akuta. Okay, the Akuta prompt, which is this is an Altair port of the Sol20 Akuta monitor. If you don't know what that is, it doesn't really matter. It's just a simple interface. You type EX0, pardon me, X0. That's it, and it loads up. Type RET to go back to Akuta. I've got some music, which are .mus files. Now I've got to paste it to the loader. But first I have to tell it to receive the input, which is done by typing hget, press enter, and it says send receive on port 0. I will then do a slow paste, which slows down the rate. This will be very slow, because at this point we're in Akuta, which is the monitor, and it's loading the data into memory. You then go back into the music system, it scans memory for the music file that I've just loaded in, and it then compiles that music file into a format that the Altair can play, and then it plays it. So you have several steps to go through. You can't just type a single command to get the music to play. It just makes it all that more special, really, doesn't it? I remember in the olden days, in the 70s this time, I used the Research Machine's RML380Z, and it would load its BASIC off of cassette, and I would just love waiting for it to load. You had to go into a really simple monitor to start with and tell it to load off the cassette, which required a few commands if I remember rightly, and quite a considerable wait, as it seems at the time, for BASIC to load in. Sometimes it would go wrong and you'd have to start it all over again. It really was a very simple BASIC indeed. Okay, so Akuta has loaded the file, and I'll type EX0 to go back to the music system. There isn't any prompt when you return to it. I type file, and it will scan the memory, and it displays 2 addresses, which is where it's found the music. I type score to compile the music. Wait a little while. And it's done. Now I type play, and you should see and hear things going on. It's a trippy little number, this, isn't it? Let's get some more upbeat music into this thing. I think it's Beethoven. He wrote a whole bunch of dirgy kind of songs, didn't he, Beethoven? Sorry for any Beethoven fans out there. Stop tip. Started it. That was a load of stuff falling over. That was all the time around here. Flux, very useful. And while all this is going on, sort of quick zoom on the mess that is this wiring. This is the cable carrying the audio. The Altair is the Arduino is in there somewhere, underneath all that stuff. There's your buffer board. The audio cable, which is connected to the internet. Right, enough of all that. That end.